welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the very first video of 2021. Happy New Year! Alala, alala, alala. Hey! So 2021 is going to be a very, very different year. I've changed. New year, new me. That's it. I've changed. So it's going to be very different. My channel's going to be very different. I'm just going to venture into a lot of things that interest me. So you're just going to have to wait and find out what those things are. Okay. But Namhlanje, I want us to talk about something that's very dear and close to my heart. Something that I love talking about in the whole world. Not wild. White. In the whole wide world. White. Not wild. White. And that is feminism. So I've realized that there are a lot of people who just speak on feminism and things affecting feminism without even knowing what feminism is. And there's so many assumptions around feminism that when you say you're a feminist, people immediately look at you and think, oh, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, you're this. So yeah, I want to talk on those assumptions in Namhlanje so that we can get better clarity on what feminism is. And there are people who say, you know what, I believe in the equality of both genders. I believe that both men and women are equal. But I don't like the word. I don't like the word feminism, so I'm not going to call myself a feminist. So yeah, we're just trying to do away with assumptions. So I'm going to deal with those assumptions today. Okay. So before we deal with any assumptions, let's first talk about what feminism is. Feminism, I'm going to use Chimamanda Adichie Ngozi's definition, which is feminism is the social, political, and economic equality of both sexes. So economically, politically, socially, we should be the same. Socially, you cannot say that indoda is greater than the wife, you know. When we say feminism and we say equality, we don't mean that we want to be same. We can be equal and not be the same, you know. We recognize that by nature, men have more physical strength than women, and we recognize that by nature, women have got more emotional intelligence than men, you know. So there are things that both genders lack. There are things that this other gender has that the other gender lacks. But we're saying that socially, politically, economically, we should be the same. We cannot be in a workplace whereby someone gets paid more money than you because he's a male. No. Feminism says that you cannot go milk society where you're told that as a girl child you are superior, as a girl child you are inferior to the boy child. No, you are equal. That is feminism. Okay. So I'm gonna go straight into debunking myths or stereotypes about feminists. So the very first stereotype that I've heard about is that feminists hate men. That one is the funniest of them all. Like, honestly, it's so funny. It's so funny. It's the funniest of them all. Like, why would a people form a group or just believe in something just to hate people? Like, and let me speak for myself specifically. I do not hate you. I love you. But I just hate the actions of men. I hate their actions. And what do I mean when I say I hate their actions? I feel like things such as rape, things such as abuse is rooted in patriarchy. It's rooted in enforcing power. Say, you know what, I'm a man, I'm supposed to be I'm supposed to be powerful. If you're not showing me the power that I have, then I'm going to enforce this power. You know. So I do not hate men, but I hate the actions of men. So basically, maybe the stereotype should change to feminists hate the actions of men. Then maybe I would accept it and be more receptive of the concept, because like for me, I hate the actions of men, but hate men, I do not hate. God, I do not hate. And you know what the problem is? I feel like when we speak on issues, when women speak on issues, men think that we are attacking them. Men think that we are attacking them personally. They think that, no, who's attacking me. No, we are attacking the principles and systems that raised you, not that raised you, but the mentality that you grew up around, surrounding you, the mentality that you have that you are more equal to, that you are superior to a woman. A woman cannot do this because they are a woman. There are things men cannot do because they are men. But we never say that, no, we are superior to the men. No. So sometimes I feel like some men are victims of the society and systems that raised them. And they don't know it. So they think that we are taking them because that's their belief. Where does this belief come from? It was indoctrinated in them. They don't understand that sometimes you can be fed something that is, I don't want to say, something that is toxic. And you grow up believing it and you don't see that it's toxic because that's what you believe. So essentially, we're not attacking you, but we're attacking the systems that raised you. Get it? Get my point. And the second assumption is that feminists are angry. Like any other particular movement, there are people within a movement who express their views in a certain way. There are people who get angry because their views are not heard. Have you ever been in a debate with someone who's not listening, who just wants to say what they want? Have you ever been in a debate or engaged with someone who's not interested in learning, but you just impose your views on them? It's frustrating, right? So that's the same thing that has happened to feminists. They try to explain a point of view for you to try and see it in this way, and then no one's listening. The person who you're speaking to is trying to impose their views, and you're trying to let them know that there's a system that's problematic. This person is trying to impose their views on them, and many feminists have had to resort to anger because they want to express it, and it's making the person angry. Injustice, it can make each and everyone angry. In each and every particular movement, there are people who deal with certain issues in a particular way, and sometimes it's very unfortunate that people have come across angry feminists. There are feminists who just soft-spoken, feminists who just lay their points and then just move on. It's just that, sometimes people have been exposed to that type of feminism and think that that's the only type of feminism that there is, whereas there are feminists who are calm. And even saying that feminists are angry, I sometimes like to compare feminism to the struggle against racism. When we speak of racism, the white or whoever's been racist, but let me for the sake of this example, because I feel like a majority of my audience is black, and a majority is black. So let's say there's someone who's being racist towards you. People who fight racism in different manners, right? Some people will be angry at racism, so they'll approach it in an angry way, and some people will become about it and just try and relay their points across. That's the same thing with feminism. Not all feminists are angry. The third assumption is that feminists are angry that nobody wants them. No, feminists are ugly and nobody wants them. That's why they turn to bashing men. Yeah. Yo. I am a mess. Tree for tricky. I don't know about other feminists, but as for me, no. Don't have a shot to put that. None whatsoever. And there are feminists, I've seen pretty feminists, and in fact, majority of feminists that I know are very, very, very pretty, but they see that something is not okay with the system of treating the boy child as a superior human being to the girl child, you know. So I do not think that feminists are ugly and nobody wants them. That's why they're bashing men. It Okay, so feminists do not believe in marriage. Some feminists do believe in marriage. Some feminists do believe in marriage. I, for one, believe in the union of marriage. But I think I'm still, to be completely quite honest, I don't know. If I find someone that completes me and treats me as a equal, then I'll definitely get married. But the problem, nomchado, ne? As a feminist, is that kaloku sana uzawuthetha nomxhosa. Okay, we get married to this Xhosa guy. You go into cultural spaces. Those cultural spaces, it's very patriarchal. And now when you get to these cultural spaces, because you don't want to do things, you're going to question it. So, why slaves are going? That's the problem with I think that's the main reason why some feminists do not want to get married, because sometimes marriage is a cultural aspect. And their rules, and you know what, I am doing that, I don't believe in this, and then but culture it looks like you don't respect me, and you're gonna look like you don't respect the husband, because So I think perhaps the main reason with many feminists not wanting to get married is because marriage is sometimes cultural, and culture is very patriarchal. That's it. But I do think that feminists also want to get married. They want companionship. Yeah. They want companionship. If you understand a feminist, then you can get married. One of the biggest feminists in the world, Chimamanda Ngozi, like I always look up to her, is a feminist, and she's married. So I think feminists do want to get married. It just depends on the nature. So basically, they'd rather not get married than to be subjected to things that they feel are unfair, practices that they feel are unfair. Another assumption is that all feminists are lesbians. No, I don't know where this person got this assumption from. I've never heard it before, but yeah, if that's an assumption, then yeah, not this one. And many feminists that I know are also not lesbian. It just takes feminists just need men who are willing to lend, just say, oh, okay, I get it. I also believe that way. I think feminists need husbands that are feminists. Okay. But I do get why feminists would be lesbian though, because I do get it why. I think, I get it. You understand each other, and you hate the actions of men, so you think, you know what, I hate what these guys are doing, so let me just resort to this. So I don't know, but I know that this feminist is not. She is not. Another assumption is the assumption that all feminists hate sex. What? Where do people get these things from, guys? Where do people get these things from? No, I've never heard a feminist say they hate sex. Perhaps they hate sex with the other gender, or perhaps maybe while during the sex, neighbors are there's this guy, I hate this guy's actions, so they end up not enjoying the sex, because at the end of the day, feminism, perhaps that's the reason, but I don't think, feminists do not hate sex. I've never come across a feminist that hates sex, contrary to popular belief. I think feminists do not hate sex, but a feminist can stay without sex, because I think majority of feminists people are like, you know what, I can really stay without a man if it takes 10 years, 11 years, if ever he doesn't understand me, then I can stay without a man. So it's not that they hate sex, it's just that they can stay without a man for long periods of time if they do not get the type of man that understands feminism and understands that they're feminist, and therefore this is what they believe in. And so so sometimes feminists just say, not that I hate sex, it's just that I'm tired now. Contrary to popular belief, also I think that feminists are people who are very sexually liberated. I think feminists are people who have, most of feminists that I've heard are sexually liberated and have had threesomes, have had like so many sexually liberating things. Have done such liberating sex. Okay, so whatever, guys. But also, like, feminists are liberated sexually. Those that I know. But as I've said, like each and every movement, there people are different. It's just that they are brought together by the common love or a common cause. That is it. Another assumption is that feminists are pro-choice. So, I think I haven't had a chat with many feminists about this one, but let me speak for myself. For me, I can't shake the feeling. I can't shake the feeling off. But I cannot also impose on people's lives, For me, I do not think it's, for me, I would never do it, and I don't think it's okay. And when I say I would never do it, it's abortion. So, okay, let me go back a bit. So, pro-choice means that you are pro-rights. You think that people who want to have abortions and abort their children should be given those rights to abort children or abort fetuses with ease. They should have rights, So for me, I think I wouldn't say I'm really pro-choice. It's just if you want to do it and you're comfortable with it, then good. But I would never do it, and I would never go strike on a billboard and say that people should be pro-choice, because for me, I don't think it's right. But if you do it, then it's none of my business. It's yours. I'll never impose my view on you. Feminists are independent career women who do not support stay-at-home moms. That's an interesting one. I think for each and every feminist, it's different. But for me, like I said, most feminists, it so happens that most feminists are independent women who come from privilege, and I did an article about that. I'll just put a link on the article I did on feminism and privilege. So yeah, I'll put the link down on the description box. But it so happens that most, if you check, most feminists come from privileged backgrounds. If you check, Chimamanda Ngozi came from a privileged background, and the majority of feminists come from privileged backgrounds, because you can't really curse a man and then say, you know what, I need you. But you can actually do that. But I think that a woman can be a stay-at-home mom and still be feminist. And let me tell you why. As we said, feminism is about equality. A woman can be a stay-at-home mom because a job, she prefers it. She wants to stay at home and raise the children. She is equal to the man in a way that she stays at home, she raises the children, she cooks, he goes home and gets the bacon so that she can do what she does. So at the end of the day, they're equal because both of them need each other. They need each other. You get my bonds. They need each other. So I feel like a stay-at-home mom can be a feminist. A stay-at-home mom can marry a feminist and be a feminist. She stays at home, watches after the kids, but when sometimes during weekends when the guy is not working, the guy washes her clothes, and then she sometimes goes out and, makes extra cash, So I think a woman can be a stay-at-home mom and be a feminist. That's it. Okay, the very last assumption is that feminists are not religious. Okay, for me, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. I believe in God. I'm spiritual. And I get the contradiction of the Bible and feminism, because the Bible says that the man is the head of the house, and that's it. But I think that religion, culture, a set of rules and set of principles that were set by people who lived within a particular time. And those rules worked for them at that particular space and that particular time that they lived in. And now that thing has been passed on from generation to generation to generation. And generations, and what worked for one generation will not necessarily work for another. And religion and culture are things, set of rules that were set by people and can also be changed by people. I believe that when it comes to religion and culture, we have to take what works for us and leave what does not work for us. Plain and simple. So I do understand why many feminists can say that they are not religious. I get it. I get why they question the Bible. Why would you say that Adam is better than Eve? I get it. I get it. But no. And also, I think the Bible and other cultural books or whatever are misinterpreted. People take things and then they interpret them the way and manipulate it in a way that will work better for them. That's just it. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now, but I'll see you again sooner than you know.